This episode of Kapow is brought to you by Joey Statham at Copperleaf Properties. Joey is a lifetime multi-million-dollar producer. If you want an agent you can really trust, one that will really listen to you, you need an agent that knows how to effectively market and sell your home, give Joey Statham a call at 256-494-7544. That again, 256-494-7544. Joey Statham at Copperleaf Properties. Also brought to you today by Mac Butler and Butler Electric. If you're looking for a competent, reliable, and a very professional outfit to handle your electrical services and needs, you need to give Butler Electrical Contractors a call today at 256-442-4255. Again, Butler Electrical Contractors, 256-442-4255. Hey guys, I'm your man Jeff Underwood, and always we're going to do this again. J-Dub White. What's up, buddy?
Well, I think it's fitting that we do it twice since we have two guests today. The
right.
Thrashers, welcome.
Yes.
Thanks.
More of you, Jenni. More of you. Let's focus our conversation.
She's the big boss. I'm just a little guy.
He's the bodyguard. Right. That's what he does. So, pretend people don't know who you are. Introduce yourselves and kind of what you do.
I'll let Jenni go first.
Well, I'm Trent's wife. That's usually how I've been known. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But we own several businesses, but the one that most people don't know about is Clinic 5 Addiction Recovery. And then we own New Image Weight Loss in Rainbow City, or in Gadsden. And then of course Trent has the construction, the little construction company over there
down the street.
Itty bitty.
Yeah.
Itty bitty.
But Clinic 5 is the one that I'm most passionate about. That's where I'm at all the time. It's what's needed the most in our community.
Well, when I first saw the building, I'm a fat white kid from Atala. Is that your restaurant? You there?
At the clinic.
Yeah,
Or you thought it was something else.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Beautiful facility. No, it is gorgeous.
Yes, it is.
We like for it to be an asset to Rainbow City.
Who was your builder?
Well, I know you don't know him, but his name's Trent Thrasher Construction.
She's a tough girl to work for. I was getting texts every day, like, "What, my parking lot, this, that." I'm like, "You're down the list," but it worked out. It worked out. We got it finished pretty much in 3 months.
Yes.
So.
When you sat around and you got to thinking about businesses, I mean, you guys are entrepreneurs, so you starting businesses. You've been in construction for 6 million years, even though you're not.
Right.
You're a young whippersnapper. What was the pivotal moment where you went, we've got to do something about this epidemic that is plaguing?
About a week after we opened it. At first, obviously, it was a business, and that's the reason we opened it. Right. And then it did not take long at all to realize, wait a minute, this just is not a business.
Yeah.
There's a need. It just kind of grabbed a hold of our heart when we did open it and started talking to people. One of my first memories is a guy walked in and we'd not even open, and he said, "I've driven by here 4 times this week, and every time I drive by I look. And we didn't have any signs up or anything, and he said I was just pulled to come in here and see what's going on. We were like, oh well. So we told him what we're doing. We're opening up addiction recovery clinic, and he started crying and he said, I have a problem.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And he's a wonderful man, and you would never known in a million years he had a problem, but he did. And he's been with us since, and he's got his life back together.
That's awesome.
So it's just things like that make you know that you're doing the right thing. And so it turned into, from being a business to, this is where we're supposed to be.
That's incredible. I think a lot of people may not know the systemic problem of alcohol, drugs, and just addictive things in Etowah County. Maybe we're intentionally blinded, or we don't look certain ways or drive down certain streets, especially here in Rainbow City. There's no problem in Rainbow City. There is a problem in Rainbow City.
It's huge. Well, and that's one thing we're trying to do is remove the stigma. It's always been such a taboo thing to talk about. So why not? Why can't you talk about it?
Yeah.
It's okay if you have a problem. People have several problems with their health, and they go and get help with that. So this isn't any difference. This is a disease.
Yeah.
No child ever was playing on the playground and said, I want to wake up to be a drug addict one day. You know, that's not anyone's goal in life.
Wow.
So when it happens, it's because it's a disease and they need help.
Well, thank you for listening to your calling, because it's obviously a ministry. It may Clinic 5 may be a business, but we know it's a ministry.
It is. We work with a lot of churches. We reach out to churches. We use a lot of pastors when we have people come in that need somebody to talk to. Tommy does a lot of stuff.
Tommy Marshall.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh wow! I
Great
can call
dude.
him at
Great
8 o'clock
dude.
at night, and I said, "This guy needs some help."
Yep.
He'll go to him, meet with him. We work with a
Call
lot
all
of
the
different.
time.
Yeah, right. Gosh, we have reached out to a lot of people that we do dearly love, and depending on situation, what we send them and stuff like
Sure.
that, what they can handle.
When we deal with a lot of, over the years, we've dealt with a lot of people that deal with the opioid crisis and alcoholism, and let's go towards the alcohol side. We believe you can, according to Scripture, you can socially drink, and you can, as long as you're responsible and you're not putting somebody else in danger, or really even your own self.
Right.
But you had said it. Nobody wakes up and goes, I think I want to be a side. I want to just be a drunk. And have you found out through your treatment and that it's more mental and maybe even psychologically, people that have the tendencies to fall off into alcoholism or drug addiction, what is it that you see is the biggest cause of them falling over that edge?
It's definitely a mental issue more so than anything else. That's what gets them started. But then there's, if you want to get more on the medical side of it, the receptors in your brain is different than the receptors in mine. I could take that first drink, it might not bother me. You could take that first drink, and all you can do is think about the second.
Right.
So,
Which is usually, to be fair.
We're more 5th, 6th, 7th. That's right.
Sorry, it's a serious subject, but we
I
can't
know.
we don't try to get too serious, but it is
Yeah.
a serious problem. So
it is.
yeah,
It is
continue your
serious
thoughts. Sorry.
problem. But alcohol to me is worse than any kind of opioid because it is socially accepted. It's so easy to get. It's so easy to hide. You can go to say, I'm going to go get gas. Well, guess what you
Correct.
can do
Correct.
from the time you get gas to the time you get home.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to know it, you
That's
know?
right. Yeah.
So,
Is that really coffee in that cup?
is
Trent?
there
It is right now.
Well, you poured it, so
You made it
I
probably check.
spiked a little bit right
Yeah,
there.
go Irish.
Keep me awake.
the Irish coffee. See, I see what you did.
See,
Right.
See what you did. It's a huge problem. Jerry and I have dealt with people, friends, even ourselves. We have helped, and if you don't have people that hold you accountable, friends that say, okay, you're done,
Right.
and I'm gonna help you with it and through it 24 hours a day, 365. And he's done that with me, and I like to think I've done that with him, to the point where I was done. I was done with life. I was done with, and a lot of people say that and use that as a testimony. My entire family was involved in helping me.
Right, and that's what you need
Yeah.
in recovery is definitely family, friends, somebody you can call. I've noticed that our website Sunday night is a trigger for people to start trying to get their life back. It's Monday. They drink all through the weekend, or they don't want to spend. They start distancing themselves from family members. That's a huge thing, and then we tell people you need to get back. Family, that's the biggest thing. Get back with your family. If
You met my family?
Listen, you got to get back with your family.
But here's the thing of it too. It doesn't have to be sad. Recovery is not sad. Recovery is a happy thing.
Yeah.
So in our clinic, you come in. You're not judged. It's not a sad place when you walk in.
Sure.
It's a happy place. We make sure that it is. The girls that work there, I give them a lot of credit for what they do because they love it. They love what they do. They love the people that come in there. And
they take it
there's
personal.
Some of them that they want to strangle, which is normal.
Yes.
But they still love them.
And with our girls, they've had spouses that have had addiction problems, so they know where people are coming from. So they're very more heartfelt and reach out to them. I think they call back everybody,
Oh gosh, yeah.
check on them. That's a big thing, checking back on them.
Yeah, you want to celebrate recovery?
Right.
Call Chris and Bruce.
Right.
Bruce, yeah, we deal with Bruce a lot. We do a lot. We
I'm
got
sorry.
Right. Oh, we love Bruce.
Yeah.
We love
I
Bruce.
don't.
He's a mess. He's a mess.
I still remember them paddlings.
Right, paddlings. We'll see how.
That's where they sent me.
Right.
When they wouldn't let me back in Coosa, Bruce said, "We'll take you."
Yeah, we'll take him
every day.
You was a project. Yeah, a project.
Still am.
Success story.
Right. Forget right now.
Most days.
Most days.
So
Hey, if it's six out of 7's good.
Hey,
Right?
I think it's in the Hall of Fame if you're a baseball player.
Right.
Right? Straight to Cooperstown.
That's right.
Hey, I want you to tell the story about when you guys first started this treatment inside the jail.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So Trent would not leave Scott Hassel alone. Like he, sent him texts. I think 3 or 4 times a day.
No, not 3 or 4 times. I would see him out and say, "Hey,
Yeah,
we need to start
we need to
treating
start."
in the jail." And he looked at me and said, "You are crazy. Crazy to be treated in my jail." And I said, "I have a lot of good employees there. I do. I had a lot of employees there
Sure.
that were there for some
Yeah, sure.
problems." And I said, "It would be so good if we could start figuring out a way." And it was about 2 or 3 weeks later. He said, "Hey, let's go have lunch." Once we had lunch, we started a program, this Vivitrol program that started about 3 or 4 months later. And you can talk about that.
Yeah, well, so they had their SAP program, which is very successful. Everybody knows about their SAP program. So that was the people that were in the SAP program. He was going to let's just see if you can do it. Let's just tip our toes in it and see what Clinic 5 can do. Well, one of the medications we do is Vivitrol, which is a once a month injection.
That's this.
That is this. Yes, that's that. And it treats for alcohol and any kind of opioid. So they have a program, the pharmaceutical company that's federally granted.
Wow.
So there's no cost. There's no cost to the jail. There's no cost to anybody, to the inmate. They do have to get that first injection in jail first. So we got to go in the jail to do that. And it's not what everybody thinks. Like everybody's super nice to us. Yeah.
Everyone watched 60 Days In.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
it
60
was
days in.
not 60 days in for sure, but we've been doing that now for 5 years. It's our 5th year to go in there.
And our first was 18, that thing?
We had
18 was
18 in the first program, and you've probably seen some of them on our website. We've done some videos. They met at Clinic 5 after they got out of jail, so they did meet, and now they're married.
That's great.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willie and Kinsey. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
it's a great
They're
support
married,
system.
Right.
Right?
It is. They help each other.
Yeah. And now they're graduated. They're not patients with us anymore. And there is a point to where you can come off this medicine and live your life, but it's not a quick fix. There is no quick fix. If you've been doing drugs or been in alcohol for 20 years, 40 years, you're not going to get fixed in 2 or 3 weeks.
Talk about is it Vivitrol? Vivitrol. So talk a little bit about that. How does that work? Somebody's an alcoholic that is dependent on alcohol. There's we've got a guy that we know that still is a functioning, I think it's what we like to call him, a functioning alcoholic, and they've got to have it every day, all day long, somewhere throughout the day. How does that work? What does it do?
Well, it's a blocker, so it's 100% blocker. If they drink, they don't feel the effects of the alcohol. So along with the injection and counseling, that's how they're going to go through recovery. So after they're 30 days out without any alcohol, then 60 days out, then 90, then it starts clicking in their mind.
Wow.
They don't have to have it. They don't need it. If they do drink, they're going to get sick. So it's not we say it's not a fun medicine, and it's not.
It's something you can't sell. Once it's injected in your body, it's not a fun drug.
Yeah. And
oh wow,
What we're talking, the other, I'm not really informed in this scene, but there's
That's kind of good.
oh, okay. The clinics. What are these other clinics?
You're talking about methadone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do not treat it. We do not treat it.
Yeah, we don't treat with
She's
medicine.
very-
Methadone's a good medicine, but we chose.
I hear it's very valuable on the streets too.
It is very valuable, I'm sure. I'm sure it is.
It's hard to come off of methadone, and
That's-
the
yeah.
reason I don't like it, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it is a good medicine. It's FDA approved, and it has saved multiple people's lives. But we chose not to because the main reason, if you're pregnant and you're on methadone, the baby suffers so much. It's going to be born as addicted to methadone.
Oh, wow.
And that's just somewhere we don't want to be. In that situation, we don't believe in that, so we're not going to treat with that medicine
Yeah.
for that reason.
And what other? Let's go back a minute. So Judge Hassel is waving the mental health banner,
Absolutely.
and
He's
that
reached
is
out to us about that.
fantastic.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, that program. I know we had him on. He talked about.
Cahoots? Is that it?
Yeah.
That was
Cahoots?
it, yeah.
Cahoots, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
we
fantastic.
started
Yeah.
trying to get the wheel spinning with that with him. So that's going to be exciting to get. I think they've got some
yeah.
grant money out there. Scott's good at finding grant money to help. I'll tell you. I mean, he's the one that helped write the grant for the Vivitrol.
Oh, wow.
When we started talking, he was the first one to be in place, and it was really good 5 years ago when we went into the prison to start this. Now it's known statewide that they use this program statewide, which is huge to help people get back to work.
See, I love the fact that we have a man of high integrity in a position to be able to do things like that.
Oh yeah, Scott's awesome. We met with Jonathan Horton Friday about because we have some extra money that we can spend with the program to kind of whoever we need to step up, and he had told us that the prison inmate was what 800-900. It's down to 500, so they're doing doing a great job.
Yeah, that's
So
fantastic.
that's showing right there that we're picking up.
Careful, because now you're going to get pulled over more.
Right.
Stop and frisk.
Yeah.
Bills have to be paid.
Yeah, Bill's.
Sorry.
I think they make more money when they're not in prison. I don't know. I don't really know how it works. I don't ask. Who knows? I know that.
Commissionable income. Oh,
Hey,
call me. We'll work that out.
I was reading there's 55% of 12th grade students have admitted to drinking alcohol. I mean, we all have been
Right.
in school, right?
Right.
I mean, not to mention the Litchfield senior
I wasn't
cruises.
right.
They
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
So,
those are old.
oh my gosh. Can you imagine today going on a senior cruise like you guys did? But
They don't have those anymore. Probably for a reason.
for a reason. But that's a huge problem. Are you guys taking steps, or are you in the school systems where
We have started working in that direction. It's just, I guess, with COVID, everything, it kind of slowed down some of our direction that we were going in, and now we're picking the pace back up over the last month, maybe.
Well, actually, you can't go into the schools and talk about medication.
But
you can
but
go
as
in
far as
there-
abuse or whatever,
you can go in there and talk to them about abuse and what to do if
Gotcha. Okay.
you need help or you have a family member that needs help. But it actually starts at 13.
Really?
Yeah, 13 is
great.
actually the age.
Why are you surprised?
Shut up.
Oh,
See, that's a problem. See right there, right?
no,
People
right.
tell
Yes,
you,
yes,
but
right.
when I tell him something, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so 13 is the big number, but
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's nuts, man. It's nuts.
stupid.
I do remember Jerry and I. My dad. Matter of fact, Jerry and I went to my dad's house to have breakfast with him last week, and out of nowhere, he likes to tell stories, but then he forgets that Jerry was there, and so, we've been friends that long, and I remember at that age, going into the liquor cabinets,
Tell the
pouring
full
some and then
story.
filling it
Put
back
water.
up. See,
Yeah.
Dad told you that story too, didn't he? Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Bob. But it's a big deal, and I didn't realize it was that big. That's sad.
Yeah.
It's crushing.
yeah.
A lot of kids deal with parents, grandparents that are raising them, that are dealing with. My wife is an administrator in a school system, and they deal with tons of grandparents raising
kids.
their grandkids
That's-
because of addiction.
Right, addiction.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of people come back and get their kids back over our
Oh,
program
gosh, yeah.
that were living in the streets.
Yeah.
And their number one goal was to get their kids back.
Wow.
Well, they have so much guilt too. Like once they get off drugs and they become clean,
Yeah.
then everything they've ever done starts kind of piling in on them, and that's where the mental health comes in. That's why counseling is so good, because now you've got to not only work through you're not having to worry about taking drugs every day or drinking alcohol every day. Now you got to fix what damage you've done.
Yeah.
And part of that is that, the guilt. There's so much guilt in it. And if you sit down and talk to family members, they're not blaming the person. They just want that person back.
Yeah.
So they're happy.
Was it 95 to 100,000 people die every year because of
Was it about 125 because of this pandemic? It's going up.
Really?
Yes.
Because
yeah.
people at home.
Home,
Just
home, yeah. Have nothing. Didn't have nothing to do
With them bad kids.
with them bad kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pour me a drink. I
the
get
baby
it.
kids.
They just multiply.
Homeschooling.
Exactly right.
Homeschooling with wine.
So I heard from someone that there's a lot of places people can go for shots and stuff and medicines and blah blah blah. But what I heard I thought was a feather in you guys' cap was you get more than that at Clinic 5. You talk to people who care. There's counseling. You're not a number. It's not rush you in, rush you out.
Right.
Speak to
That's
that
right.
a little bit.
Well, that's one thing that we're all very passionate about is when they come in, they're not walking into a doctor's office. So when they walk in, they're very comfortable. Some of them have to go around and give everybody a hug or something, And we have a wall. I don't know if y'all have been inside our
Not.
clinic, but
A success wall of
so
people
we
that.
put their pictures.
Oh
on
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, so they're like, when did we make the wall? But we
That's
try
my
to-
success wall behind
Yeah.
you.
Is it?
It's very little. I don't see one picture of it.
Exactly right, Trent. Thanks for noticing.
What if we take a picture?
This is my first success.
That's
There
right.
you go.
That's right.
That's right.
So we'll
Yes.
sign
Score.
something today. We have their picture with you and Jeff.
And that's not the only business. Let's talk about how long has New Images been?
New Images was in October, 10 years.
Wow, that's fantastic.
And then we just opened our second location in Center.
And,
Oh, I didn't know that.
we opened it 1 year ago, and we're expanding there now. So we went and met this weekend to get the expansion going
Yeah.
in Center.
So
it's
talk
growing.
about what that clinic offers, and if you want to make fun of Deidre, you can.
Deidre?
I can.
Oh, we love some Miss Deidre.
We love Deidre. Yes, we do love Deidre. But
Yeah, I saw her out at another clinic, so
he stole
I
her.
said I stole her. So.
She's an Italian girl,
Yeah,
so we
that's
go
right,
way
exactly
back.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
He stole her and kidnapped her for 4 hours one day, so she didn't have much of a choice.
Yeah,
So.
to come on
In
board.
some states, that's called a felony.
Felony, that's right. That's right. She didn't know what job interview she was coming to that day. I just said, hey, I'd like to talk to you about a job. Came to my office. And obviously, Jenni was there. We had some other people there. And she didn't return her text to her mother or her husband.
Oh my gosh.
So her
So Brian
mother
probably-
no,
Hey,
he,
where
didn't,
you
really-
were
he
you?
didn't care at that time. Her mother did. Her mother kicked in the door of my office saying, "You have my baby."
Yeah.
We're all in the conference room laughing
True
about it.
story.
So it is a very true story. So, we always make fun with Evelyn about that. About,
hilarious.
her kicking in the door of my office to rescue her daughter. And Deidre was like, oh my gosh, I'll never get this job.
Talk about a strong family.
Yes.
Man, that's a
Yeah.
strong
Yes,
family.
it's a fun family.
Yeah,
Right,
no
everybody.
doubt.
But they're part of our family.
Yeah.
They have been part of our family for 10, 11 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So she started with us.
From the day we
we
opened.
had to hire her then because her mother came and.
We were scared.
But she started with us before we even opened our doors. So
Yeah.
she helped unpack boxes and everything. So she runs New Image and does a very
She's
good job. I'm
amazing.
very thankful for her. But it's very successful. We treat for for overweight. We have people that.
See, she's staring at me when she said that, right?
No, I didn't.
No, she, not, she said, look, you've done lost 20 pounds.
You've lost
Good.
20
That's a success story
Yeah.
right
It
there.
is, it is.
There you go.
Picture
On the
wall.
On the wall.
See?
Yeah. But it's for anybody. Like if you
Yeah.
need to lose 10 pounds, it's a good place to go. If you need to lose 300 pounds, we have patients all over the board. People that have diabetes, it's something that you have to lose weight if you're diabetic. So we have them patients. We work real close with other doctors to coordinate their treatment plan. Gadsden Eye Center, Dr. Dabbs and them, they, we kind of refer back and forth with them.
Yeah.
So,
We also do B12, vitamin C injections.
vitamin C,
We have
biotin.
Vitamin C injection. I've never even heard of vitamin C.
We started doing that right before COVID.
So straight out of the orange.
Straight, yep,
Right-
right into you.
Right,
Straight out of the
yeah.
orange. We have the oranges right there. Flew in from Florida.
No concentrate here.
No concentrate. And also we have
Biotin.
biotin. We do a lot.
I don't know what that
So
is.
is that
It's
off the
for
street?
hair. But apparently I haven't been bothered to do that.
You're too busy.
Right.
He doesn't get that injection.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
biotin. The biotin's for your hair, skin, nails. But
Oh.
it's all natural. Everything we do is natural.
Yeah.
We sell a lot of wellness products there, drinks, protein shakes, things like that.
We also have a plastic surgeon that we do the famous stuff called lip flips now, that every girl's got to have lip flips.
Need a lip flip.
Botox, he's coming Thursday, right?
Yeah, lip flips.
So he's been with our staff for 10 years. He's a board certified plastic surgeon. We love Mel. He's been with us a long time. So we have a lot of good doctors. Dr. Griffith, Chip Griffith, has been with us. Dr. Chip's been with us for 5 or 6 years.
No, he's been there about 7 years.
7 years?
He's the medical director.
So we have a lot of good doctors on both staffs at Clinic 5 and at New Imaging and at New Imaging Center.
So you can't just walk in off the street and go, I need vitamin C.
Yes,
you can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then
Fill out
certainly.
paperwork.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would think you don't need a prescription for vitamin C.
no,
I'll
no.
stink.
So
or
that,
B12.
or B12. So you can do
Right.
vitamin C, B12.
Right.
Man, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
if you
It's-
do that on a Friday, by Sunday,
I mean-
it'd probably be a 2-hour service.
Come on.
Yeah, let's get it on Monday.
I'll be
Jeff.
fired.
Let's get it on Monday.
Be honest.
Let's get on Monday.
Yeah, we don't need.
Yeah, that way Wednesday, instead of riding 18,
We ain't
Walk.
walking 18. We ride.
see.
See, well, it'd
How
have
hard it is to
off
walk
your-
and carry a cooler?
it'd be- yeah, that's right. Well, why don't you get somebody to drive the cooler along with you walking?
Awesome.
See?
Are you available?
Well, I could be. First fee.
So,
For a fee, right.
so is it all private pay stuff? Do you guys have insurances?
We don't
Talk
take
about
any
that.
kind of insurance whatsoever.
Heck
but
yeah.
if
It's a scam anyway.
if
Insurance is a scam.
Insurance.
Sorry, all my insurance friends.
Right.
Yes.
they do have insurance, we do their prior authorization form for their medicine for the pharmacy. So we do that
Yeah.
for them, which is a lot of paperwork.
And it's not a costly to come to New Image. It's not.
No,
Lots of
well,
money to
insurance
start.
ain't going to cover that anyway because that's
Sure.
considered a cosmetic thing anyway. So your insurance would not cover New Image. It would cover Clinic 5, but Clinic 5 is also private pay. But we do, everything we can because if most people that are starting in recovery, they don't have any money,
Yeah,
they don't have a
yeah.
job, and and a lot of people think, well, if they weren't spending their money on drugs, they would. Well, that's true, but guess what? They did, and now they don't have any money.
Sure.
So you got to get them to that point to where they do. So we work with them, let them do payment plans.
That's awesome.
Or
Good. Yeah.
different
we-
things. We have some programs to where we get, sponsors where their first few months is covered.
Oh yeah.
The medicine like Vivitrol and Suboxone, they have programs where it's called Here to Help programs, and as long as they prove that they're doing what they're supposed to do, it will cover their medication for them. So there's a lot of things out there to help somebody with recovery. That's where they can pay their house bill and take care of their kids.
Yeah, we have
and
places
things
to
like
like if I know everyone has a loved one, a friend, or someone that is suffering. You call the girls there; they will get you help somewhere. Get you a place to go right away to get treatment. Like
Right.
today, I mean, we're
Yes.
placing people at night, whatever. I mean,
We work real close with CED Fellowship House
Oh,
in
yeah.
San Ramon,
Yep. Absolutely.
and then Family Life Center. So when
Right.
we work with them weekly, daily, whatever.
Yeah.
Minute by
That is
minute.
awesome.
What is something that the people, just an ordinary average person, could do to help with that? Point people to you guys. I mean, what's something
Yeah,
that you guys?
I would say, just tell them about us. They can walk in our clinic. They don't have to call. They can just walk in and just say, I just want to sit and observe or whatever. That's fine. You can sit down and just kind of see what's happening.
Right.
The biggest thing is for us is that we are trying to break that stigma of recovery. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about pulling in the parking lot. We tried to make it look nice on the outside. So if you ever drive by and you see a bunch of people out there chit chatting, that's that's good too. They're relaxed enough to do that. So we are very strict though, so it's not just a big party when you come in there.
Sure.
I don't think
yeah,
that.
sometimes it's a 3 strike out.
Yeah,
on your terms, Jerry.
Yeah.
What, three strikes, you're
yeah,
out.
I get it.
3 strikes, yeah.
I
Gotta
took
hold
my
my
last one.
calendar.
I'm still in the box.
Right. You're on deck.
Yeah. So it's funny. I thought when we first drove by, I think Jeff and I talked about this. Hey, we got a new place. We can go get a massage.
Right.
It was very.
It does look.
No, it's
yeah,
very
welcoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
like that. We the furthest thing we thought it is what it is.
Right.
Which is a credit to your construction crew.
Right.
That's true.
That you were the foreman on, I'm sure.
Right. Absolutely.
He took a deep breath and a pause
Yeah,
at the same time on that one. That was good. Yeah, the Clinic 5 is at one Independent Drive, right? And if you really just turn on Independent Drive, and it's the pretty building out of the...
Right there by the Sizzler. Right, it's by the Sizzler.
Yeah.
Or a Sizzler, yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Sizzler.
It's on the
You
parking lot.
know what a Sizzler is.
I know.
It's in between the Sizzler and...
Pizza Hut.
There you go. See?
Oh, I was going to say the ABC store.
Well,
Thanks for sponsoring the show.
moving along. Golly, it's a lot to take in, really, because I think addiction problems has plagued everybody. Somewhere, like you had said,
Absolutely.
Trent, you know somebody
Yeah.
that is dealing with this. And I think it's a huge thing to remove the stigma, because when you think about it, when they first started Celebrate Recoveries, and I've been in full-time ministry for 20, almost, golly, I'm old, man.
You are.
So it's
You are.
28 years.
Half a century?
A long time. And when they first started those, even, clergy like me, we sit back and go, wait a minute, what is this? And then when you do some studying, digging, you find out it's a good thing. And I even love the name that Rick Warren came up with, Celebrate Recovery. You need to celebrate that. And I think that's kind of what you guys are doing, really. You're celebrating, hey, we're going to go on this journey with you. You're not alone. It's not a bad thing. This is great. And talking about your wall of fame and your videos, your testimony, I think that's
Yeah,
huge.
it's cool. Like when you have somebody that goes through our program and you run them to the grocery store and they have their kids back. They're back doing normal things. That's huge.
How does that, does that just...
It feels
You
good.
want
It feels
to
good for her.
shout
Yeah,
and scream.
we'll see people in the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, they'll
chit
come
chat
and
with
hug
them.
my
Yeah.
neck and-
So that's when it's worth it, right there.
Yeah.
And you know what you've
yeah.
done is a good thing.
Right.
We've said you got to say Litchfield. When somebody's gone to Litchfield, you're always a Litchfield Eagle, right?
Right, exactly.
But that's something even back in the 80s. I hung out with my sister's friends. A lot of them ended up being your friends. It plagued
You did.
these
We
guys.
had a
when they
lot
got
of problems when I was in school, but carried on with them. Still that I see daily.
Yes.
That just can't kick the habit.
Yeah.
And we've lost a lot of our classmates to overdose.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something that we didn't have back then.
I don't remember anybody going to any kind of recovery, or I think you didn't talk about it.
I mean, you heard AA, right? I mean, that's kind of
Everything else was down low, and they snuck you off
They
somewhere.
snuck you to a
Place,
camp.
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah.
It
To a
was
camp,
different.
right?
yeah, that's it.
So let's talk about one of your other businesses. Talk about the construction business.
Okay, go ahead.
Construction is booming.
It's booming. Yes, I think we have 30 projects going all over. We work all over the United States, but I guess our furthest job is right now we're working with is Miami. We've got some stuff in West Virginia. Locally here, we have some cool projects going on. We're doing, if nobody even knows about it, Westbrook's doing a big addition. We just got through doing the baseball indoor
looks
hitting.
fantastic,
It's
by the
crazy,
way.
yes.
The
The
football
baseball
field.
fields, just now we're working on upgrading the football, which is going to be phenomenal. And also the new gym. What the word I've learned lately, state of the art, is going to be 2 basketball courts. We're about to get started on it. Probably March, I think, is when we're about to start it. So it's huge.
Where is that going?
It's going in the front.
In the front?
Yeah, the front.
Okay, I can say there's
Yeah, they're landlocked a little
We
bit.
are
Yeah.
landlocked over there.
Yeah.
We're finding spots to put stuff now. With this new football stuff that we got. A new weight room's going.
We're gonna need to get you to work with Mayor Larry Means.
Oh, we
Figure
love Larry.
something
Now,
out.
who doesn't love Larry? I've just got through doing the park for him over there.
Looks fantastic,
We
by the
love,
way.
we
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
We tore down the building, did the park with Larry. Matala, we did the Gadsden warehouse when it burned over there.
Oh, that was a project.
Well, yeah, it was a project.
Jeez.
We were hired by the insurance company. We cleaned that up in 45 days while it's still on fire.
We saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we
45
rode by every day.
45 days,
Right?
yeah. And we did that project in less than a year from the time we started. So 207,000 square feet.
Wow, Rodney Austin was very happy.
Right, yeah, Rodney, yeah, he's a sight. Yes, and we deal with him daily, talk to him daily. Yeah,
Glory.
Yeah, he's on top of it.
One thing I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if I called you or you called me, and I was trying to get you on the show. He said, I can't. One of our vendors got hit by the storm in Kentucky.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so
and we're sending all of our people
right,
out.
right. Yeah, so sometimes
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
You don't get enough credit for the stuff you do.
We
Honestly.
we don't want credit. We just love to do.
I get it,
we
but I
love
think
to
we
build. We love to build, and until we started this fight a few year and a half ago, I didn't realize how many projects we had done in Etowah County. Over 300 projects just in Etowah County. I think we've worked in 45 of the 67 counties in Alabama, from Orange Beach. So we've gone into small towns, built their grocery stores, built the Dollar Generals, built the police station, fire departments. Yeah. And also going to Rainbow City, we have Kim Kidd and Kevin.
Yeah.
Willow Tree. We're about to start their big edition.
That is incredible.
They're doing awesome over there.
Great
If
business.
you haven't seen some amazing people over there, they are.
Yeah.
So we're excited for them.
We know Carrie.
Yeah,
So-
right. Yeah, exactly.
awesome.
So a lot of fun doing that project with them. Also going to Gadsden, we got a wind down. It's a touchless spa going in the mall, which they've started it. It's going to finish up. I don't know. I have to get with Chloe. That's one of her projects.
There's your
but
spa you're looking
See,
for.
absolutely.
spa, don't even touch.
See?
It's a touchless spa. How about that?
It's called my bathtub.
Turn
Turn the jets on. Let's talk to
in
them.
Rainbow City, we're doing the recycling center here for Big Daddy Joe.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we're getting started on that as well. We got some stuff we're working in Miami. Until I look at my job sheet, we're doing a really cool project in right now in Lincoln. It's Virginia Transportation. They haul all the cars for Honda, which is a huge company. I'm
excited.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The facility
I need
is 55,000 square feet. The parking lot alone is 321,000 square feet.
Good
So
Lord.
almost 6,000 yards of concrete going just in the parking lot. So that job is moving forward. 2 churches we got going on. One is in Fort Payne, Elaine Ministries. Then we're doing one in Atala. We're tearing it down and rebuilding it. So it's over behind Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So we started that a couple of weeks ago. Wow. I don't know. 30 projects, sometimes you just have to
How
look
you
at the
even remember
So,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
how you remember
So do you look at your job sheet and say, yeah, I'm going to go see what's going on in Miami because I need a Cuban.
Right, exactly. Some days, depends on what's going on. We'll run down there, and I think we're down there a few weeks ago. So grab some lunch and get back home. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Any Chadwick stories you care to talk about?
Chadwick, who was that?
Oh, yeah. Who was that guy?
Oh no, David and Julie are awesome people. I've probably been working with David and Julie for 20 years.
Yeah.
So when we get a customer, we keep them. I don't know if they really decide that, but we keep them. Love working for those guys. So we built a lot of plant additions for David over the years, and whatever he needs.
And your base is in Rainbow City for the construction business?
Right, it is. It's right across. It's right in between Kim and David. So brother and sister, I have them between me. So how about that? Mm-hmm.
They need your counseling skills.
Right,
at
you
some
need to cancel.
point,
Yeah,
right?
that's actually right. Probably, yeah. No, it's actually good.
We love the little baseball field right there by you.
Yeah,
That's a gorgeous
that's
little-
cool, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a
David
gorgeous
called me
little
one day and said we're building a baseball field next to us, and so okay.
The coolest thing about where you're at is when you get to watch the parachute.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. If y'all ever come up there, pretty much once a week,
That's
every
so
2
cool.
weeks, it's cool. When people come to visit me, they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, what is that out there?"
Yeah.
It's an airport.
It's an
man.
invasion.
Yeah, it's an invasion. Yeah.
That is.
I don't know you to be at the office very much. So people can actually catch you there?
I guess when it's raining a little bit, I'm not
Okay.
traveling. Like this week, I'm kind of hanging around
Well,
town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I spend 2 or 3 days on the road with jobs, and then I try to be in town a few days toward the end of the week. So I travel Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
It's too soon to talk about your project you got going on over here yet?
No, let's
no, go
Let's
ahead.
talk about it.
Yeah. So
So we're super excited.
we're excited about that. So we've bought almost 10 acres over here by Cross Central that we're getting. Hopefully, was hoping to get it started June, but it looks like we've had some things set back. But we look like hopefully into summer. So we're visiting some places. I'm gonna let Jenni kind of touch on that more than me.
Well, she's so
'Cause
elegant.
Yes.
And you're not.
And she knows what she wants.
Amen.
I'm just the guy.
You're just thankful she wanted you.
I'm the last man. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
That's right. That's a good husband right there.
What our hope is for it to be a little shopping center where it's good. We'll have a couple of restaurants, nail salon, hopefully some boutiques. New Image Weight Loss is moving
Heck
in
yeah.
over there. We're very excited about that. But a place where there'll be a courtyard, people can come in and hang out, go from place to place. Maybe have a couple of bands on weekends, a movie night for kids. The back of the property is really cool because that's where Horton Creek runs through. So it'd be kind of neat place to set up for kids to have like a movie night.
Yeah.
And parents are eating or whatever, So that's our vision of it.
So we're putting the pieces together now.
putting all the little pieces together to make the puzzle.
Well, we need a destination place here, right?
Yeah,
For-
we want some good food. Good, like I guess, like Jeff was talking about a while ago. We have no place to eat in Rainbow City.
That's true.
We have to go into town and eat. So we're excited about that. And plus, being on 77, Rainbow
Absolutely.
City, as y'all know, is about to blow up. It's about to be one of the hot spots here. So we're excited. We've got some other projects that we're going to do in Rainbow City that Jenni and our family are going to do. Our kids, we've got our kids involved into the whole family business. So we have our oldest daughter works at Clinic 5. Our middle daughter works at TTC. She's our interior designer. So, and now our son, he is 16, but he works at New Image. We told him he had to go to work.
Hey,
So,
man. Earn that
He
money.
likes, he
there.
likes New Image.
yeah, so when he gets out, he don't like the construction world. Every time he does
Smart
something
kid.
bad, I've made him get out there and clean up stuff. So
That's funny.
He's trying to stay away from the construction altogether. He don't even drive by the office. But he knows I'll have him being delivered something.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So can we talk Purple Onion?
Yeah, sure.
Joe is cringing.
Man,
Joe,
I'm sorry.
I don't think that has nothing to do with Joe.
It don't,
I think
but
if
we
it has
still
something to do with
throw
Joe,
it at
him and Rachel, they would be over there tonight.
He would probably
That'd be
do
cooking.
working.
He'll start,
Yeah, he'd be
he'll
cooking.
start with onions tonight. I think he'd be over there with the chef hat on.
So
Serving it up.
Milo's coming to Rainbow City?
From what I understand, I think so.
That's what Facebook said.
So that's
It
true.
did say that, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
fact,
From what
I'm
I
hopeful.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful too. You know, activity breeds activity. Once we get something going here, we'll have more to follow. You know that.
And with the master plan that's going on.
Oh,
in
we
Rainbow
love that.
City.
We've been involved with Chloe and I've been involved with that, so that's really cool. We were excited to be a part of that. So of seeing what's going to happen here. Like I said, we do live in Southside, and we love our mayor there in Southside, and we love Southside. We're actually doing a project over there for the water development now that we started. With the city of Southside, so we're excited about both communities because I feel like they'll come together.
You are helping with the waterfront
Right,
property too.
yeah, that's yeah. So we've got a lot of good things going on. You know, and that's something that we haven't had. When Miss Sue was the mayor, she would stop by every month and say, "What do you need?" And at one time, I had 20-something projects going in Rainbow City.
Oh, wow.
And now we have 4 under the direction of Joe. We have probably 4 or 5 going, which are huge.
And that little, the new riverfront that's going on the south side there with the playground equipment and all that stuff. Joey Statham donated some money for, from
Thank goodness.
commission stuff.
Yeah, so
and
I'm excited. I know the
Joey
council-
loves Southside.
It looks so
yeah,
good too.
It does.
It does. I'm excited. We're boat people, so we're out on the river a lot. So that'll be a great. Blackstones is moving there.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's what I heard.
That's
So
exciting.
excited.
I'm excited about that. So
The pizza, right?
Pizza on a Saturday, can't beat that.
Or Monday through Friday.
Monday
It
through
don't
Friday.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
So how
matter.
can people reach out to you guys, find your websites? How can they come, visit New Images? Or if you're looking for employment, Trent, I know you got some, always looking for good help, right?
Absolutely. So they can reach out to us at our office or our website. We're developing a new website now, so to help people find job, wherever we're working, because we look for people in whatever city.
That's awesome.
And a lot of people probably don't know this, but even if we're working in New York or what part we're working in, our employees are going there and they're sending their tax dollars back to their wives to buy groceries here. That's huge.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until I started thinking about how much money we're bringing back to Etowah County that we're not taking out. That's huge. My vendors are all from mostly Etowah County, so if we have a concrete guy, they drive to West Virginia, whatever we got. So that money's being made there, brought back, and put back in our county, which I think is huge.
Oh, it's incredible.
We're not taking anything out, so we're adding to.
That was one thing I was going to ask before you talk about websites. It's TTC LLC.
Dot pro.
So you can find everything. Projects. There's
Right.
just
Project,
pages
yeah.
and pages of projects.
Right.
But one thing, how much do you love Etowah County to build where you guys build and go where you guys go to go, you know what? We can go back home to Etowah County instead of staying here in Key West or Miami or some of those places. Man,
We do love Etowah County. As much as traveling distance, it's no place like home. You'll know it. When you go somewhere, you're on vacation, the last day you can't wait to get home. I love our small town. I love everything we have about it. seeing y'all guys out doing. It's just
We're just small town people.
we are small town people.
He took me to Birmingham last week, and I'll take you anywhere you want to go to eat. I said,
And we drive back to Noah's.
no. I was like,
Why not?
Yeah, that's right.
well, we actually came to Harbor Clover.
Harvard Club, one of them.
Kind of like to go to Harbor Clover.
Yeah, so we're in Birmingham. We drive back. All the restaurant selections down there. She said, "Let's just drive home." I'm like, "Okay." So
That's fantastic.
That's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to get out. I got out, spent
look at
years
you.
in the Outer Banks on the beach, and look at me now, back on the
He
beach.
missed me. Don't let him fool you.
he missed you.
That's the only reason I missed our golf dates. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
Oh, and Michael Shell, step up your game.
Yeah.
Because we are hooked up
yeah,
now.
Miss Jenny's in the house with
No question.
Yeah. And she brought you a lot of literature here.
We can't
Matter
wait
of fact,
to.
my Michael Shell rubbed off my pen.
What?
It did. It came off my pen. So
He got an imitation pen.
yeah.
Come
give
on,
me them
Shell.
fake pens, man.
You probably won't have to worry about that.
So
one.
talk real quick. I know you guys got work. You got jobs everywhere and business going on. Real quick, talk about. We're not going to ask you who you're pushing for mayor. When we talked about that in the pre-council, as Jerry likes to call it. But what would you like to see in Gadsden, it being the county seat, it kind of being the driving force of economic growth, supposed to be?
Well,
what would you like to see?
I guess whoever is the lucky one, I don't know, lucky one to get
be careful
the
with that.
mayor, whoever that one. I would think that it's kind of like a baseball tryout. Everybody's for 2 weeks is trying out.
Sure.
Sunday night, you put if you were over garbage collection, you might be over whatever it is. I feel like we need a lot of change. We
I
need
agree.
leadership up there, definitely. As much as I work with City of Gadsden, we have a great number of people that are there that do a great job.
Sure, absolutely.
And I love them
No
dearly.
question.
But we also have some people there that are leading us in the wrong direction, way in the wrong direction. It's more like a dysfunctional family up there. They make it
Let's
through
keep
the day.
Frankie Davis
We
out
can
of
relate.
it.
Let's keep Frankie out of it. But it's like they're getting by.
Yeah.
We're not growing. Y'all know that.
Sure.
Whatever's going in Gadsden just happens to land here. They want to be here. It's not that, and I've touched on this many times, the IDA is probably the worst I've ever seen. 28 years I've been in business. Y'all know they never stepped front foot in my office. Is that disappointing?
That
Didn't have
is-
any problem?
Well, problem is you probably sent David Hooks an email and couldn't find it.
Couldn't
Got
find
hacked.
it. He
Somebody
had
deleted it.
his feet on the desk.
It works its way in every show.
Yeah, that's right.
Every show.
He had his feet on the desk asleep. I imagine when he got the call for the rendering plant, he was asleep and he said, "Hey, we got a live one here.
Let's get it."
When the governor sends you hey, here, I feel sorry for you boys.
Yeah, here you
here's
go.
something. Since y'all can't find anything, here I'm giving you something."
And he was beating his chest. Look what I did.
Yeah, look what I did. Yeah, beating his
Did,
chest.
Mom.
Yeah, I got
Sorry.
this, y'all.
I'm
yeah.
being mean.
I know. That's okay. You can do that.
It's my strong suit.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Live where you're supposed to live.
Exactly right.
Yeah, but I think we have great, as y'all know, a great mayor of Rainbow City. We have Miss Dana of Southside. You have Larry. We have a whole Outer Banks of great mayors now. Great council. We just got to get Gadsden on board. Is huge. Because if not, I'm going to tell you, Rainbow City and Southside, Hopes Bluff, they're going to show out.
No question.
You know
Well,
that.
it's sad to say that these outlying municipalities kind of propping up
They
the
are.
city.
They are. They're. You have a lot of people moving out of Gadsden into Rainbow City. I'm building locations left and right. And we still have a lot. Not to say we have a lot going to Gadsden.
Sure you do.
You have a lot going to Gadsden, and I'm excited about that. But we definitely got to get through the next few months.
Yeah.
Get the right people in there.
So somebody that's forward driven, that's forward looking, a visionary, but surrounds himself with, or herself, whoever that may be, with somebody that's going to make it happen.
Yep. I think they need to reach out. I know y'all talked about the master plan with Joe. I mean, it's kind of what Gadsden needs. A master
Absolutely.
plan. They don't have that.
At that time, you didn't live there. I don't live here
No.
anymore.
I don't live in
But we
Gadsden.
sat down and went through it. And
Yo,
I
it's
love
so
these
funny.
involving communities.
Joe had us meet with a consultant, like
Right.
you guys, and we're like, "You sure you want to talk to us?" Huh? But it was fantastic.
But we're going to take credit when that
When it
When it happens,
you're going to say I did that.
That's right, we did that.
So exciting that in that meeting, Joe brought in a person that lived over that was renting a house. That was amazing, and she
Yeah.
got to tell her point. I seen it was very
Yeah.
impressive how it was laid out.
Yeah, that's so cool. Rainbow City's about to do it.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
next
it's about to do it.
next
Clinic 5. Tell me the other name
New-
again.
New
New
Image.
Image Weight Loss
Then we have New Image Weight Loss and Center.
and Center. Yeah, Center. Check
Don't worry,
them
I'll
out.
be making my appointment soon, Miss Jenny.
Okay.
For Clinic 5, we'll keep that.
Well,
later,
maybe depends
but-
on how this thing goes with Joe Taylor, or if I can't get some cars at Tamron.
Yeah.
Wait, then I can't afford drugs anyway. So.
Yeah,
Can we video your progress?
Yeah,
How cool would that be?
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, I love taking my clothes off.
There's some things that will scar you for life. but
Yes.
That's true. It's a fair point. I'm a hairy Italian.
Lord help us. Is there anything you guys want to just that the public to know about Clinic 5, New Image, or Trent Thrasher Construction?
Well, you asked how can they find us.
Yeah.
So we're real easy to find. Google is the best way.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to Google Clinic 5. You can Google addiction, recovery, the Suboxone, Vivitrol, any of the words that's going to lead you to recovery, and Clinic 5 will pop up.
That's awesome.
So that's the easiest way to do it. The next, walk in our door, call us.
Don't be
We're
afraid
very,
to call.
we're very accessible to anybody.
And New Images. Can you get in the parking lot now?
You can't.
You know, construction.
You probably had to walk around.
Oh Lord, you have to go
Sorry.
down the back alley.
Okay.
Back alley.
Think
We'll open the back
come-
door for you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Come
Yeah.
around Papa John's.
I'm not
so-
shy, so
Yeah.
I can go to the pizza, then come to y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel guilty over there. Then
See?
you walk next door.
I love it.
Yeah.
Making people feel happy.
Do you ever? Never mind. I was going to say, do you see people walk out and go straight to Papa John's? But
Yes.
you
Absolutely.
do. Do you?
I've done it. I love Papa John's now. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we don't need as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take a couple of bites.
I don't know what you mean.
Eat
No,
the
you
toppings
don't.
off.
Just
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah, absolutely. Scrape
Yeah,
the
just
top.
toppings. That's right.
100%.
Jeff's got this under. He's done this before.
He does. No question.
That's it. Google Trent Thrasher Construction, New Image, weight loss. You can Clinic 5. If you have somebody that's struggling with addiction, point them towards Clinic 5. I mean that's huge to me. That's when he said, "Hey, we're gonna have the Thrashers on." I thought, dude, we need to talk about Clinic 5 because that's legit. Because Jared was not lying. We have had people say, "Look, they'll just talk to you," and that's what stuck with us, man. You mean they'll just sit down? Yeah. And if you don't need Suboxone or you don't need Vivitrol, they'll find you somewhere to go to talk to somebody and just counsel.
You're not pushing drugs, right? You're not
Well,
pushing
no,
product.
no.
You can actually care. Like I
Right.
said, it's a
That's
ministry.
legit to me.
And before I let Jeff close it out, thank you guys so much for what you do.
thanks
There's
for
a
having
ton
us.
of stuff that we could talk about that you do.
Absolutely.
That you don't want known.
Right.
But thank you. Sincerely, thank you guys. We need more people like you. We need to get your names out. We don't need more people like Trent. We need more people like you, Jenny. And
No,
seriously,
there's only
thank
one of
you.
me.
Thank you guys. Hallelujah.
That's right. She says that a lot of times too.
Well, thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate it and appreciate everything you guys do. Stay close, stay clean, and love each other the way God loves you. And I promise you, addiction problems will go down. Construction prices will go up. Make that money. But I promise you, your life will be a whole lot better. We love you. Stay close.